Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were definitely uninvited from the Met Gala, and a Wintour ain't got time to play these games.
There has been a considerable amount of blowback with respect to the appearances of Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds at the SNL 50th year reunion.
So there was mediation, like there was an idea of mediation, and both sides, your side and Blake's, shot it down. No one wanted. No, were you open to mediating this, and the other side said no? Because I don't understand why this could and should end, but it has to be them, right?
And I think not just that they appeared there, but were involved in the show in a way where they were poking fun fully at this whole battle between Blake and Justin Bell.
Clip 1. Hollywood and the fashion world are buzzing over what could be one of the most shocking industry fallouts in recent memory: the alleged rift between Blake Lively and Vogue editor-in-chief Anna Wintour. For years, Blake Lively has been a Met Gala darling, commanding the red carpet with meticulously curated looks that consistently left critics and fans in awe. Her appearances were not just fashion moments, they were events in themselves. Now, however, rumors suggest that her reign at the prestigious gala may have come to an abrupt end. Reports claim that Anna Wintour has allegedly banned both Blake Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, from attending the ultra-exclusive event. What sparked this dramatic fallout? Was it simply a clash of creative visions, or is there a deeper power struggle unfolding behind the scenes of fashion's most guarded night?
Talking about the past few days, this California complaint that Blake Lively filed, and we were just asking questions, and I was wondering, like, how does this fit in? And my belief was that after reading the language of the actual law and how to file and the procedures, and my assumption was that, which was correct, was that she filed that complaint and then nothing else happened. But one of the things that I was not aware of when I found out on the live stream was that during my video was that Blake needed to have a right to sue letter from California in order to sue Justin Baldoni. At the time, I did not realize she did have the right to sue, and she got that letter.
Your left, here we go. Thank you.
Blake, what does it mean to get back with Anna? Oh, it's coming fast. I'm so happy. Anna, what does it mean to be working with Blake again? I'm talking about you.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds will be a no-show at Met Gala. Popular couple, often a fixture at the event.
Clip 2. Whispers of tension between Anna Wintour and Blake Lively reportedly began last year, following a bold fashion choice that may have quietly put Blake at odds with the queen of fashion herself. According to insiders, Anna had personally recommended a particular designer, one of her longtime favorites, to create Blake's Met Gala look. However, Blake allegedly chose to go in a different direction, opting instead for a gown by a designer considered a rival to those within Anna's inner circle. At first glance, the decision may seem trivial, but in the high-stakes world of elite fashion, such choices can carry serious consequences. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have long been one of the Met Gala's most popular power couples, often serving as fixtures at the ultra-exclusive event. The Met Gala is not just another red carpet affair, it is a meticulously orchestrated spectacle with every detail, from the guest list to seating arrangements, curated by Anna Wintour herself. Defying her influence, even in subtle ways, can be interpreted as a direct challenge to her authority. While Blake's gown was widely praised and even hailed as one of the best looks of the night, sources claim that behind the scenes, Anna Wintour was anything but pleased.
Hi, how are you? Yes. Yeah. Well, he took me, it was called 7th on Sale. It was a charity fashion event. And I don't know, nobody had ever, I lived in New York, I didn't have any friends, and then I get a call from Michael Kors saying, do you want to be my date to some fancy fashion event? And I got to wear a beautiful yellow gown, and I heard that Anna Wintour complimented him on that. It was crazy. I'm still geeked out about that, and it's been 10 years. But yeah, so he was the first person to sort of welcome me into this crowd and this world, and what a kind person to do that, because I think sometimes people think of fashion as being very standoffish, but my experience has been that it's very warm and welcoming, and he was the first person to show that.
And you're always fashionable with 3 kids. How do you in the morning?
A lot of people juggle a lot of kids and still get ready in the morning.
I know, it's hard.
But I have other people getting me ready. Like, this is not what I look like in a real life, in a real morning. Like, my kids were like, what happened to you?
Clip 3. Beyond the alleged fashion snub, another factor fueling the rumored rift is the growing influence Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have been cultivating in Hollywood. Blake, celebrated for her impeccable style and commanding presence in both film and fashion, has steadily built a reputation as a trendsetter, most notably without the use of a stylist. Meanwhile, Ryan Reynolds' charm, sharp wit, and savvy business acumen have only amplified the couple's power. His successful ventures, including investments in Aviation Gin and Mint Mobile, have solidified his status as not just a leading man, but a formidable force in the entertainment industry. Together, their expanding influence may have shifted the traditional balance of power, raising eyebrows in circles where control and hierarchy have long been carefully maintained.
We've spoken to several people who attended the special and then attended parties afterward, and the words that we heard were they were confused as to why they would be there and involved in this way.
Go back to that picture real quick.
Uh-huh.
It's really interesting. A lot of them are just not looking at him at all, even though he's standing and talking. That's really interesting.
Uh-huh.
And nobody's amused, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, they just thought it was puzzling that they would be out considering all the things that have been said in this war between Blake and Justin.
So I'll comment on what I can. In what was filed with the court before the Rule 26 hearing, the question was asked about whether we would be willing to go to mediation and whether we were open to that. Our answer to that was no. We're not willing to do anything until Justin is cleared of being called a predator, of being called a sexual harasser. Until that is determined to have not happened, we will be doing this.
Clip 4. Together, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have become one of the most influential power couples in the entertainment industry, a reality that some insiders claim has not sat well with Anna Wintour. For decades, the Met Gala has been Anna's domain, an event where she ultimately decides who is invited and who commands the spotlight. However, with Blake and Ryan's rising popularity and independent influence, some believe Anna may have felt her grip on the event beginning to slip. One source suggested that Anna has long been wary of celebrities who amass too much power on their own, particularly those who do not rely on Vogue's approval to define their fashion identity. Blake is one of the few celebrities who doesn't need Vogue to validate her style choices, an industry insider remarked. That level of independence is rare and sometimes unwelcome in Anna's world.
Headline everywhere that Blake and Ryan are not going to be at the Met Gala. Anna Wintour's Met Gala guest list just took a hit. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds won't be gracing the red carpet this year, TMZ has learned. A source close to the couple tells TMZ Blake and Ryan are skipping the gala this year, but before you jump to conclusions, it's got nothing to do with their legal war against Justin Baldoni, because the decision to pass on the May event was made way before the drama unfolded. Blake has become iconic over the years when it comes to the Met Gala, with her themed red carpet looks always making a huge impact. But she and Ryan don't always show up, and they've actually skipped last year too. Did they skip it last year, or they weren't invited? No one wanted to dress them. I don't know. Still, when it's Met Gala season, the event is scheduled for May 5th. You can usually count on them being there more often than not. If they were to show up this year, Blake and Ryan would definitely steal the spotlight. What? Just like they did at their latest public appearance on February's SNL.
5. Tensions had reportedly been simmering for quite some time, but the final blow may have come in the form of a serious breach of Met Gala protocol. According to sources, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were accused of leaking details about this year's highly secretive Met Gala theme to the press before its official announcement. Anna Wintour is famously meticulous about maintaining control over every aspect of the event, and secrecy is paramount. Any leak, intentional or not, is considered a major offense in her book. In an environment where exclusivity is everything, even the perception of breaking that trust can have lasting consequences.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were definitely uninvited from the Met Gala, and a Wintour ain't got time to play these games. Not TMZ still carrying water for these two. A source close to the couple tells TMZ Blake and Ryan are skipping the Met Gala. Before you jump to conclusions, it's got nothing to do with the illegal battle against Justin Baldoni. But she and Ryan don't always show up, and they actually skipped last year too. Blake was very busy last year doing something else, and that's why she didn't make the Met Gala. Do you want to guess? Don't guess, I'll tell you. But I want to bring your attention to page 76 of 168 of the amended complaint. So what was Blake doing last year instead of being at the Met Gala? You guessed it. Too busy hijacking Justin Baldoni's film, because May 3rd to May 8th, we are confirmed she was definitely in the editing bay trying to give us her cut of It Ends With Us. So tell me how she was gonna make the Met Gala from California, because it was being edited on Sony studio lots in Culver City, California. Considering the Met Gala was on May 6, 2024, and the Met Gala is held in New York. As rich and as wealthy as Blake and Ryan were, she was not about to spend money on a private jet to leave LA and leave the editing bay to make the Met Gala when she really didn't have any more time to waste, because she had to turn this movie over to them as early as May 8th, and she still didn't do that and didn't turn it over till May 10th. Through May 10th, which was supposed to be the final day that she is approved to be editing the film, Lively refuses to turn over the cut. So while TMZ will have you believing they skipped last year, so them skipping this year means nothing, Blake was too busy hijacking this man's.
Although there is no concrete evidence directly linking Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds to the alleged leak, industry insiders claim that Anna Wintour was furious when she learned of it. Anna felt personally betrayed, said a source close to Vogue. She is fiercely protective of the Met Gala's exclusivity and viewed this as a profound act of disrespect. In the world of high fashion, where loyalty is paramount, even the perception of being untrustworthy can carry serious consequences. And if the rumors are to be believed, Anna did not hesitate to act. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were allegedly banned from this year's Met Gala, a move that sent a clear message, not only to the couple but to the entire industry. Defying her authority comes at a cost.
I have the craziest It Ends With Us premiere story that I totally forgot about, and I'm putting the pieces together now. And I'm going to share something with you I haven't told anyone because I thought it would get me canceled. Okay, so I go to the It Ends With Us premiere with Danielle, who I work with. I wear a cute pink dress. I'm excited. I show up. I walk the carpet. Then something that I've never seen in over 20 years ago in movie premieres happens, and they say there's an hour between the carpet and the premiere. Now maybe that happens. I've never seen that happen. Okay, so there's an hour, and it's like too short to go to dinner, too long to stand there in stilettos. And so I see one of Blake's team members, and they're a little distant and a little like icy to me. Just there's something that I'm like, oh wow, okay. And I've, in other circumstances, this person is not this way, and it was slightly off-putting to Danielle and I. We both noted it. So we walk upstairs and we see Anna Wintour. She passes us, and I'm like, oh my God, wow, we'll do that another time, but let's park that. So then we keep walking, and this guy says to me, oh hey Bethany, you know Justin, he was on your podcast, and he's in this one line, and we say hello to each other. I didn't remember who he was. I don't know why, but we say hello to each other. He was very nice. I think he was wearing purple, and he's in this one theater. And then we think that we saw him, so we're just going into the theater. Not usually, always, unless it's a weird different screenings, the premiere is in one giant theater, and there might be an overflow theater, okay? But here, he's in one theater, something's going on somewhere else. I saw Anna walk this way. So they take us and they put us all the way to the left in this theater where nobody was in this theater. And it was just strange. It felt like everybody was separated. And I just called Danielle to be oh my God. Everybody was separated. I mean, now we're hearing about everybody being separated, and the vibe was off. And so what I didn't tell anybody, because I was we'll be canceled, was we left because the vibes were not vibing.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were not skipping the Met Gala. They were uninvited. And Anna Wintour, by all accounts, does not have time to play games. Despite this, TMZ continues to run interference for the couple. A so-called source close to Blake and Ryan told the outlet that the pair simply chose to skip the Met Gala, insisting it had nothing to do with Blake's ongoing legal battle involving Justin Baldoni. The source further claimed that Blake and Ryan don't attend every year anyway, and even skipped last year's event as well. According to the narrative, Blake was simply too busy in 2023 to attend. But busy doing what? The answer may lie buried in legal filings. Specifically, page 76 of 168 in the amended complaint reveals that from May 3rd to May 8th, Blake Lively was confirmed to be in California, working in the editing bay on It Ends With Us, allegedly pushing her own cut of the film. So the question becomes unavoidable. How exactly was Blake supposed to attend the Met Gala in New York while actively editing a film on the West Coast during those exact dates? The timeline doesn't support the "she just skipped it" explanation. And to critics, it raises a much bigger question. Was her absence truly a choice, or was it the result of doors quietly closing behind the scenes?
They're sort of radioactive. In one breath, Blake Lively is saying she was the subject of serious sexual harassment during the filming of It Ends With Us, and now they're making light of it on SNL's 50th reunion show. So tonally, it does seem off, and I can imagine people just wanting to stay away from it. You're going to catch shrapnel if you get involved in this drama at this point.
Beloved actors in this town. And that's why, look, when you see people doing commercials, you know that they've checked out their popularity. I mean,
because normally that's something that actors don't want to do, but you know he knows he can do it because it's not going to affect his Q rating.
Yet now he is in the middle of this whole thing, and really was in the middle of it. It's just nobody knew it until now. But it's breathtaking the way he's been kind of balled up in this whole thing.
Still the spotlight because everyone will be talking about them and the case and what liars and manipulators they are. I mean, I want you guys to think about it. Even her best friends have not come to her defense. No one in Hollywood, all the people all the people that they've been around, no one has come to their defense other than people who have a financial reason to come to their defense. But where are all their people saying how innocent and wonderful and they didn't do anything? Especially Gigi Hadid and Taylor Swift. We know Taylor Swift wants nothing to do with her anymore.
That's really too bad for Justin. But so what happens with him now? I mean, what do you do? Does he want the money? Does he want a full-blown apology by Blake? Does he want her to fall on the sword and say, I made this up? What do you need to hear? What does he need to hear?
I think he wants a determination. I know he wants a determination that he did not engage in the behavior that is alleged, and that he did not engage in sexual harassment or create a smear campaign or anything like that. And there have been some serious allegations leveled against him that he's not making jokes about. That he's not, creating movies and other, things where he makes a joke about his situation. But he wants his justice. He wants a chance to be able to prove that he's a good person.
The news of the alleged ban has sent shockwaves through both Hollywood and the fashion industry. For years, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have been Met Gala staples, with their red carpet appearances often emerging as the highlight of the night. Their absence will undoubtedly be felt, leaving many to wonder how this rupture may reshape their standing in the fashion world moving forward.
According to the Beanie Aficionado's amended complaint, without naming her, fans have been able to deduce that Jenny is one of the actresses that had grievances on the set and off the set of the movie. A subsequent article in The Hollywood Reporter revealed that Jenny Slate did not like the toxic positivity from Baldoni's CEO at his production company, Jamie Heath. She was displeased about her accommodations in New York and complained about it to Wayfair, his production company. She felt stuck there, even though she didn't like the accommodations, because if she were to have found another place to stay for the duration of the filming, she would have lost her security deposit. His producing partner, Jamie, said, "Okay, of course, we'll help you. You're a mother. We love mothers, the sanctity of motherhood." And she felt he was making too much of a big deal about her being a mother, according to The Hollywood Reporter. As Blake Lively's castmate and friend, I voice my support as she takes action against those reported to have planned and carried out an attack on her reputation. Blake is a leader, loyal friend, and a trusted source of emotional support for me and so many who know and love her. What has been revealed about the attack on Blake is terribly dark, disturbing, and wholly threatening. I commend my friend, I admire her bravery, and I stand by her side.